Hello, my fellow badasses. Welcome back. I've got another humour related video for you today. So let's prep ourselves and get on through it. Okay, so here's our companion animal of the day. Look at those eyes. Who could feel sad if you had this lovely companion animal with you? So in toilet news and poop news, Apple are making an Apple toilet, and apparently it's wild. And in reading about this, I've discovered that there's a whole range of luxury toilets out there. I didn't even know that this was a thing. I thought the most luxurious toilet you could have was a Toto toilet. But now, the world of luxury must include a fancy toilet. So this is very interesting. I wonder what the Apple toilet's going to do. Is Siri going to be in there? That could be weird, but it might be nice to have someone to talk to. Okay, I look forward to finding out more about it. Okay, so for the glory hole today, it's not just the visual of it that we're talking about. There's some variables that can help make the toilet a wonderful experience. So it doesn't smell of anything bad. It can smell clean. It can smell of something perfumey, perhaps, or fragranced, but it doesn't have a pee or poo smell to it. It looks clean, like it's been cleaned regularly and recently. There's a lock, so you feel secure. Nobody wants to have a lock that's you're a bit dubious about. No one's in there, so no matter how big or small, how many stalls there are, you're the only person in there. And there's fresh toilet paper and there's no splash. Now, that is going to take you to the next level if you have to use a bathroom other than your own. So these are all some variables that make a big psychological difference. Okay, first meme. Pooping so fast you don't have time to do anything on your phone. Yes, with being a badass person and chronic diarrhea, sometimes the whole event is over quite quickly and you don't have the time to even actually, play a game of Candy Crush on your phone. I'm not complaining. The episodes are awful, so you kind of do want them to be over quickly. But if you're a bathroom lurker, and maybe it's the only place where you can get any peace, then, choices need to be made. So, unknowingly, every day someone does the biggest poo in the world. I think it might be me. I do poop a lot. And if you're a fellow badass as well, hey, we're all there. I've often wondered about it, but yeah, it's interesting. Having the title biggest poop for that day is quite interesting. Okay, so I'm going to zoom in. Gonna zoom in here. Okay, so this is a toilet roll, and it's not toilet paper. It's washable toilet paper, so it's called a family cloth. Okay, and it's got these little pop-off buttons. Well, first of all, gross. Second of all, why? This sounds terrible for so many reasons. So, if you plan to reuse that, to get it clean, you can't just chuck it in the washing machine with a Persil tab, on 30-degree wash. Because you might, remove some of the matter itself, some of the actual fecal matter, but the bacteria in the poop won't be removed. You would have to boil it at least 100 degrees Celsius in order to fully disinfect the piece of fabric. And, that's a lot of energy, a lot of time, a lot of effort to do something that appears to be ecologically friendly or potentially cost-friendly on the surface of it. It's not cost-friendly because if you're having to boil lots of water to wash really usable toilet cloth. That costs a lot of money in terms of fuel wise to get hot water and a lot of it to clean something. It's not eco-friendly in the sense that of all of the energy that you would consume in order to maintain that bum cloth itself. And there's nothing sadder than if you have just had a really horrific bout of diarrhea than then having to go and clean all the cloths so you can use them again. That there's certain things in life are supposed to be disposable for a reason. It's not just convenience, but it's when you have a disability, it's hard to make adjustments that for other people are like, well, it's more environmentally friendly to do this, but it's like, yeah, I don't have the energy to do that, so I'm not going to. So whilst I admire the effort, I think what you would save for the environment is there's a hidden cost, and it might end up being worse for the environment and the financial cost as well. So it's a no from me. Poop factory. Look at this pet. He's a poop factory. And his family have decided to advertise this to the world. I feel for you, doggo. Definitely feel for you. I'm also a poop factory. So, you just... If that's your superpower, then shine in your superpower. Good for you, poop factory. If you go to the public bathroom, do you hover? Because if you've got bad knees, like me, hovering's not really possible. It's a bit of a mechanical feat to try and do that without screaming out in pain. And also, if you need to use a bathroom urgently, you have to do certain things. It's just how it is. I've had this. This is a terrifying moment. When you flush the toilet and the water starts rising, oh, that is a scary thing. Definitely. You're like, oh no, have I done it? Have I clogged the toilet? And yes, I have clogged toilets before. So this is a terrifying moment. And terrible things can happen when you clog a toilet with lots of poop. Oh dear. This is very sad looking. So somebody's got one of their Zoom, is it a robot vacuum cleaner? And it's at the doggy daycare, so somebody pooped on their floor. And then, of course, the vacuum cleaner is just going to push the poop around. And it's made a very interesting pattern. It's quite creative. It's kind of looking like a pentagram a little bit. That is a little dog, and little dogs are known for being demonic. I wonder if that poop came from the little dog. Little dogs are known for also being fairly prolific badasses and making quite toxic, noxious poops as well. But he could also be a demon worshipper as well. Fantastically interesting. But yeah, if you've got pets around and they're little phantom poopers, then you might not want to get one of these robotic hoovers. Oh, okay, I'm going to zoom in on this to help us see what's going on, because I'm old and blind and I need it large on the screen. Hey, what's going on up there? Okay. The door won't open. We're stuck. We don't have all day. Come on, hurry up. I'm going to force it open. Push, push, push. Start to budge. Oh dear, yes. So, when your poop is fighting a battle against you to leave your body, and you're fighting a battle against your poop to keep it in your body if you haven't made it to the bathroom, it's a real conflict, and it's, the war of the poop. And quite often, the poop wins that war in my circumstances. So yeah, I feel your pain there, my friend. Okay. All right. So apparently, this is the type of toilet that there is in Holland. So this is a Dutch toilet. And in the pan, it's got a very, very large platform on which you can poop. And I know that these toilets with this kind of feature are there so you can visually inspect your poop. So visual inspection of your poop can give some insight into certain medical conditions and certain dietary problems and so forth. So this is designed with that purpose, and it's got a very small aperture there, and when the flush goes and the water comes out, it's supposed to flush the poop down into the hole. Now, comment here from an actual Dutch man. He calls these bag slappers, because if you do a very firm poop, it can stand up and actually cause a lot of destruction in the toilet experience. So although I see the point of them, I don't necessarily want to look at my poop after I've had a terrible chronic diarrhea episode. I know what it looks like. It looks horrible and I don't want to see it. So interesting toilets. That would be our hellhole of the day. Okay, so on to our next slide. What have we got here? Product heroes. All right. So if you've done a stinky and the smell is bad, a good candle can help sometimes. So the actual lighting of the candle itself with a match can actually adjust the smell in a room as well. But also if you have a scented candle, it can drastically improve the smell of the room. If it's, obviously ventilation is the best thing, but a nice smelly candle does a great job. And I also like nice smelly candles when I'm in the bath as well. And so Beauty Pie do great candles. They're not super cheap candles. They're not in the £5 range. They're in the £20 range. But they are amazing dupes for diptyque candles. And diptyque candles are £60. So you get some amazing fragrances there. The green one on the far left is my absolute favourite. So any kind of candle will do. But it can add a moment of luxury to something that can be quite sad. I also take long baths of where I like a candle to be also. I don't take showers because I fall over in the shower, and so I bathe instead, and having a nice candle lit whilst you're going to have your bath is an experience to behold. So those are my recommendations. Okay, interesting product. Unicorn themed toilet paper. I would feel so special if I had unicorn themed toilet paper. That would be absolutely outstanding, because there's nothing worse than being a badass and having to go to the toilet so frequently. But if you get to use something special that's beautiful to look at, it's just going to cheer you up, isn't it? So that would be absolutely outstanding. Okay, well, thanks to all of my badasses out there again. I'm happy to take any feedback from you. If you've got anything you want to share, here is my email address. And it has been wonderful talking to you all today. And I look forward to speaking with you soon. So have a great day, have a good bowel movement, and stay safe.